My name's Mary Ridgway and I am the Aboriginal Child and Family Worker at Nepean Community Neighbourhood Services. My mob is, I'm from Wello girl, my maiden name's Bell, I'm from Wellington, New South Wales, and my mob's Wiradjuri. My background is domestic violence. Worked in a domestic violence unit for 8.5 years for single women without accompanying children. A worker that was here at Nepean Community Neighbourhood Services approached me and asked me to come up and have a look at it. I hadn't worked with children before in my life, but I have 2 children myself. Coming in and seeing kids at the learning side of it and growing and experiencing and dreaming and seeing the faces when they light up when, you know, they've got something good and they've got something new and they're going on excursions with us or just play. I'm in connection with a few groups that are going on at NCNS at the moment. I co-facilitate a play and yarn group over in Cambridge Public School with Connect, and that's a group for transition to school, and it's non-Aboriginal, it's open to everybody, it's across the board. I've got Indigenous young mums on today, and what I found after working here for a little while is that, you know, we've got so much for the kids, for the little ones, for, you know, preschool, pre-high school, all of that sort of stuff. But for the young mums that are around the neighbourhood, we didn't have that much stuff. And what I went to my team leader and spoke about was, you know, I'd really like to try and put something in Cranebrook for Indigenous young mums, and that's from ages from 16 to 25. I was a young mum myself, 15 when I had my first child, and I just remember what it was like, you know, after you have the baby, you feel so isolated, so alone, and no one to sort of connect with. And so we sat down, we discussed it, did a bit of a, you know, blueprint, sort of dirt map, and we went to council, and I ended up getting a CAP grant to kick the group off. What we found is transport's a big problem in Cranebrook for the young mums. We've got a couple that have their own vehicles, but the rest, we actually provide transport. We pick up and drop off after the groups. We're in discussions about running a kitchen op and numeracy and literacy group, and that will run for 12 months in a once a week, because I only do the group once a week, and so it would run for 12 months. And that gives the girls some, you know, kitchen skills, knowing how to cook healthy, nutritious food for their children and themselves, and also numeracy and literacy, helping, you know, some that have asked for that already. We always have discussions on what the girls want from the group, and we do our best to try and get some stuff here.
My name's Victoria. I am 35. I have 3 children. One is nearly 15, one is just turned 4, and one is nearly 19 months. We're in Cranebrook Playgroup Centre. This is Young Mums Group. I've been coming here since last year, and I love coming to these groups. I do go to another group, there's playgroup here on Friday. I bring my girls with me. I moved here in '91. We loved the area when we moved here. We had good neighbours, and my mother-in-law lives around the corner from here.
I'm Jessica Tobin. We're Darrick, and we're from Katoomba. I've got 7. All up, we've been coming here for nearly 4 years. So nearly every one of my children have come here, and they've developed so much since we've been coming here.
My name's Steph. I'm originally from a small country town, northern New South Wales, called Corindai, which is not far from Tamworth. We moved down here when I was about 8, maybe a bit younger, and yeah, we've been down here ever since. So I have 5 children. They come here and they've picked up a lot of social skills. We started coming when my second child was 2, so my first child didn't really experience anything until that point. So since that, you know, they're quite social. They get along with people, and you know, as children do, they muck up a little bit, but they're quite social. Like, they know we can take them out in social settings and they're not like, oh my God. So that's pretty much the quite major thing we've got from coming here.
My name's Yolanda Shearer. I'm from northwest New South Wales, Brewarrina, Murrawari people. My dad is from Moree, he's a Kamilaroi man. Yeah, I do Aboriginal dance. It's just sort of like a little meeting we can go to network, like with problems that we have, or like they help us find solutions to our problems, and just good to interact with other Aboriginal mums going through sort of the same thing as what you're going through.
Just getting my little girls interacting with other children, and just to get me out of the house a little bit. It makes me meet other mothers my age, gets me to know other children, be around other children.
My name's Vicky Thompson. I am a proud Wiradjuri Aboriginal woman, and I work for Cranebrook Community Health Centre, and my position there is an Aboriginal family health worker. So my role is to work with Aboriginal babies that are going to be born maternal until the age of 5. So, and that's working with a midwife or a nurse to make sure that all babies reach their milestones and any needs that might need to be picked up. The girls that I do send, they love it. You know, they might engage with someone the first time, but you know, we don't push them, because you can't push every Aboriginal person to come here, because I think it's wonderful. Yeah, they'll go away, and then you know, whatever circumstance, what happens in their life, they come back, and then they build friendships, and they learn off one another how to nurture their babies, and it's throwing and answering, you know, my baby does this, what's your baby doing? And that's how they learn to connect. Or they'll say, or maybe you might need to speak to one of the workers here, and on every second Friday they have one of the community health nurses come here and do a drop-in clinic, so all the babies that need to be weighed, or you know, they've got some concerns, they see the nurse here. And for the first time last week they had the immunisation girls here, so there was a backlog, so all the babies' needles that weren't up to date, they can come here, and I think that's going to happen once a month here. Coming to the young mums groups here, you can see them thriving. They're getting along, you know, from, you know, they weren't as coming forward, they were just more not saying much, not interacting. Now their kids are bonded together, so they always look, is so and so going to be there? So the kids look forward to coming here as much as what the mothers do.
Today is actually Healthy Eating Day today, and we try and always run, you know, with a theme. In any of our groups that, you know, that if you go around and interview anybody, we always try and do a theme. So it's structure for the kids, but it's also consistency for the mums, and especially with my girls, with the young mums groups.
Auntie Mary does the snack box, show the parents what is good to put in a snack box. And then on the Friday group, Auntie Caroline has a box, so they've got to put their hand in and grab the vegetable out, and they've got to look, and what is it? And the kids, majority of the kids today know what a vegetable is, compared to 2 years ago, they wouldn't have known.
You know, in today's society, most children feed off, you know, chips and rubbish foods, and they're not active, and it's not really out there to, you know, push forward the active, you know, outside play, healthy eating, because, you know, a lot of kids just sit inside and play, you know, electronic things, and not really going back to basics of what we used to do when we were younger, I suppose.
It's good to just gain a bit of knowledge on what healthy eating is and what you can give your children, you know, instead of just junk or microwave food and stuff like that, you know. It's just good knowledge.
I'm on a healthy program myself because my family's got diabetes. That's the only reason why I'm come to to Young Mums Group, and just to be healthy for myself and to be there for my children, to get down to a certain weight that I want to get back down to.
I didn't start eating fruit and veggies until we started coming here. Yeah, puppy.
That's all right.
You're gonna go.
Mum's lap.
You gonna sit up here? Oh, thank you.
I just like the facilities. I don't actually live in the area. I used to live in Cranebrook, the actual suburb. I travel back to come here to, you know, come here. Just because, you know, we know the workers, they know us, you know, and the kids know the environment, so they're quite comfortable coming here, except for my youngest, he doesn't really like anybody.
I like the parks, but they need to do a little bit more about the parks, make it more safe, children orientated, the parks a little bit more for the younger ones.
The community, I suppose. The people that I do see around, we're all like a tight-knit community sort of thing, even though I don't live here. But this is my second home.
Well, Cranebrook's got a lot of good stuff really, like they've got the breakfast program for the kids and everything like that. They've got like a church group that comes out. They've got a lot of good things. So I don't know what I would change here, but I'd say that like other areas could take like a leaf out of Cranebrook's book.
More things to engage the youth. That's a really big thing because I know that they run rampant over here most of the time. The bus service to be back up and running.
I think the suburb could do with more family social things, because I know most kids in the area pretty much just get around on their own, like they're not walking with parents or anything. There's not enough like parent involvement within the, you know, what the children are doing. So I think the area needs a bit more family activities where the parents do need to get involved, rather than the facilitators going, we've got this planned, come along children, where it should be saying, oh, to the parents, we want to do this for the children, but in order to do that we need you guys to come and help, you know, because, you know, kids benefit from having their parents getting involved with the activities that they're doing.
More cinemas for like outside for the little kids. Something to do for the little ones, because there's not much for the little ones around here.
Whilst we're a really good service and, you know, we're here and we're really trying to show that longevity to the Indigenous side of Cranebrook, but also to the non-Indigenous side. Cranebrook's Cranebrook, and I don't know whether it's, you know, I don't look at it, you know, just on the Indigenous side of it, because it is such a diverse mixed cultural community. That's why, you know, we're trying all of these new programs, holiday programs. We do Christmas, you know, in December. We do the carols, all of that sort of stuff, and we try and involve. We have a lot of the community, black and white, that volunteer at a lot of our groups and our programs, which I think is really good for Cranebrook. But I think that they need more assistance with, you know, getting jobs. We need people out here in Cranebrook, you know. Department of Housing used to be over here, that's closed now. You know, we have Fusion's moved over here, but I think we need an outlet here where people can go in, you know, use the computers. We do that here with stuff, but I mean, to actually be going in and be able to sit down, you know, for 2 or 3 hours a day, sort of like the job network agencies that they have down in Penrith, in Mount Druitt, in Blacktown, all of that stuff. They need like some sort of centre.
It's a need, and it should never ever, you know, it should always be open. And it's open to all races, it's just not, you know, they're not segregated from anyone else.
We are mandatory reporters here, but I let the girls know that what I hope that this group becomes for themselves is an outlet where they can come, you know, where they're not at home feeling frustrated or cranky with the kids. They can come here, bounce some ideas off some other young mums, see what some young mums are doing that's making it work for them, and, you know, decreasing that stress level.